Yesterday we discussed about these three functions. Sort by is okay, but there is another option. Another function we discuss. Function. Sorry, filter. We discuss about this filter. I given like this equal to filter. I select the range. So in filter, the first argument is the array. Means what the data you want to retrieve, what the condition you want to apply, you must select the array. Comma include means if you want to give some condition, either you apply and or whatever it may be, so you must give the condition here. That is called as a include. So that's why I want to check above 35 values I want to paste. That is the condition. So that's why I select this range. I want to check the condition in this area. So what is its condition is greater than or equal to 35. I want to check above 35 values must be displayed. Above 35 values must be displayed. So that's I give like this, comma. So yesterday we can't discuss about this one. What about the third argument? Well, it is nothing but if the record is not found, what happened, I will show you. So I can't give any third argument, what happened. So it will be displayed above 30. Okay. Suppose here I give less than or equal to 10. So what happened? Then we get an error. So in filter, here we give only two arguments. The first argument is the total array, and the second one is the data which you want to apply some condition. Here I apply the condition. I want to filter those the values are displaying here. I want to retrieve less than 10. The values will be occurred which are less than 10. That is the condition. So whenever you apply like this, the condition is not satisfied because all the values are above 20. But I given here less than or equal to 10. So the records are not available. So simply it gives a new error. This is a new error. In previous version, #calc error is not available. Whenever you make any mistake, just it display like a #n/a, #name, #ref. These type of errors will be displayed, but this is a new error in only Office 365. Means out of range. Means the values are not depending upon the condition. It is not satisfying the condition. That's why it displays the error. Here this situation, we may give custom messages. We may give our user error messages. I want to define my own errors messages like no record. So when it occurred, when this condition is false, means condition is false, then it will be. It means if condition makes false. So instead of that one, it gives some #calc. Instead of that error message, I want to define my own style. I want to display like this, no records found, like this. You may give user defined messages, enter. Whenever the condition is false, this condition makes false, the result is not displaying because the condition is false, then the error message will be displayed. We must define this error. That is the last argument. I request you all the participants, you must understand the arguments. It's a very, very important. So in some example, while we cross some functions, then I will show you how they will ask the question. I will show you. So I request you all, you must understand the parameters. What is the first parameter in the filter? What is the second argument in the filter? What is the third? You must keep in mind, you must do the practice. It's a very, very important. While in the online test, one argument can decide your mark. Keep in mind, I will show you. Okay. So in filter, we retrieve some records, but it purely depends upon the second argument can decide which type of data will be displayed, will be decided by the second argument. If the second argument makes it true, some records it will be displayed. Otherwise, it gives some error message. Instead of that error message, you want to define your own error message like this. Then the third argument must give like this. I hope you can understand. This is the filter. In previous class, we discussed only two arguments. Two arguments we will discuss. We ignore the last. So in such a cases, the condition makes a false. What happened? Simply it returns error. That's why instead of system generated error, so we want to make our own user defined message. We must define like this whenever this condition is false. So this is the filter. Okay, this is the filter. If that is not displayed, if it look like as 35, yes. So if the condition is true, the related records it will be displayed. And one more thing, here I explained each and every functions. I can't merge more than one function because we are learning. You must understand, better to understand each and every function and its nature. Each and every function nature you must understand. So after then you may use multiple functions in one formula. For example, if I assign like this sort, I assign like this sort, what happened? Sort column index number ascending order and say okay. What happened? What happened? The product data will be displayed in a
ascending order.
Yeah, nice. So whenever you apply like this multiple functions, what happened? You may confuse. That's why I'm saying each and every function, its arguments you must remember. In this situation, it will be taken as all the array. This part I selected, this part may be taken as an array. And second one is the which column you want to sort, and next one is the in which direction, I mean ascending or descending. So this way, if you apply more than one function, you may confuse why we give one here and why we give another one here. So it makes confusion. I request you all, individual functions you may practice well. After then we may merge more than one function. So later classes I will explain to you. I hope you can understand. Okay. So in further classes we will be discuss about more than one functions will be included. Okay. So in this way we may apply different types of functions, including filter. We may also use the sort. Sort makes as ascending order. I hope you can understand. There is no confusion in this formula. Just this selected text makes some, it display the data. The data may be sorted by using the function. It's enough. But you may concentrate where you place which makes the first argument, what argument we do as the second. So you must remember this one. Okay, I hope you can understand. Okay, the data will be displayed in a ascending order. So the data will be displayed. And additionally, we are doing put in a ascending order or descending order, whatever it may be. So by adding this, it will be happened. I hope you can understand. Okay. So this is it. And one more thing, sort and sort by and filter, these are all the dynamic arrays. Means, so the formula is not applied here. The formula can't be visualized here. Only this cell, only the formula will be displayed. The remaining, the formula can't be displayed. This type of functions is called dynamic arrays functions. Dynamic array functions. It can only held the formula in first cell only. The remaining cells is nothing. It can't contain the formula, but it will be assigned. It spill the formula, means it spread. Spill means spread. It spread the formula to the remaining cells, but the remaining cells can't display the formula. I hope you can understand. This type of functions is called dynamic array functions. Okay. So yesterday we discussed and we continue this one. Okay, let's check. Today we will discuss about something different. We will take this one and take this one. Yeah. So today we will discuss about the vlookup. It's a very important. First, I explain the vlookup and its drawback. I explain, and a new function we will discuss, which is available only in Office 365. Okay, XLOOKUP. Okay, we will discuss later. So first of all, we must know about the vlookup. After then, we will discuss that one. Okay, so vlookup means V for vertical lookup. V for vertical. It can search vertically. In same sheet, I will show you. Okay, in the same sheet, I show you. So what the vlookup makes easy to the user, what its working nature, let's check. So I copy all the headings here. So I want to give some number here. So vlookup, let's check its arguments equal to vlookup. So whenever you enter equal to VL, it will be displayed like this. There is no need to type the remaining character. Simply you may press the tab, automatically it will be inserted. So let's check the arguments list. The first argument is the lookup value. In vlookup, the first argument is the lookup value on which base you want to search. So here, when I give any hall ticket number, then I want to get his name and different subject marks I want to get by depending upon the hall ticket number. So this one called as a lookup value. This one called as a lookup value. So in vlookup, the first argument is lookup value. You must remember all these arguments. Okay, lookup value. I select this one, comma. Next one is the table array. Table array. Here you may concentrate. You must select all the range. You must select the all the range and give the comma. Here column index number means, so by depending upon the hall ticket number, I need to trace his name. In this table, the student name will be placed in the second column. This is the first column and this is the second column. So you must say the second column. Okay, I given the column index number, comma. So here there are two options are here. First one is the approximately match and second one is the exact match. 0 or 1 also you may mention. So what is the meaning of approximate match and what is the meaning of exact match, we will discuss later. At this situation, we select the exact match. So it means 0 or false. So last range lookup also we completed. Total 4 arguments we given here and close the bracket. So and press enter, automatically that person name will be displayed. By depending upon the hall ticket number, the person name will be displayed. Let's check how we use the vlookup. So let's check. So equal to vlookup, you must give the lookup value. Lookup value. I want to retrieve the data by depending upon this hall ticket number, comma, and a table here. You must mention the total data. So comma. So which column if you want to retrieve? So I want to get the English marks, which is placed in third column. So I given like this, comma, and I need to extract exact means hall ticket numbers and account numbers and Aadhaar numbers can't be mixed as a duplicate. They are the single. So that's why we say exact match. So I selected. You may also place the 0 instead of false. You may also place 0 and press enter, and the person English marks will be displayed. The person English marks will be displayed. Okay. So in this way, we use the vlookup, vertically lookup. Vertically, we look up the value. I will show again one more formula. I will give you vlookup. You must depends upon this one, comma. You must specify the range, or you may also define like this. You may also define like this, or also you may use like this. There is no problem, comma. And the next one is the column index number. I want to get the Hindi marks, which is placed in the fourth column. I place the fourth, comma. So if you forget by giving the last argument, by default, it take the approximately match. Keep in mind, it's a very dangerous. I will show you why it will make it dangerous. So if you forget the last argument, by default, the vlookup will be take as a approximately match. It means true, it will be take. Okay. So in this situation, I ignore that one and press enter. Automatically, its answer will be displayed. There is no problem. But where we use this approximately match and we'll be discussing later. Okay. In this way, we may use the vlookup. Okay. So this is so nice. Okay. But there is some more functions are also is here. So each and every time I can't type. I don't want to type the functions each and every column, which makes horrible. So you do one thing. What is the meaning of this one? 3. And what is the meaning of this one? 2. And what is the meaning of this one? 4.
Column index number, sir.
Yeah. Column number. Yes, column index number. So I am asking a question to you. It's a mandatory. This number is a mandatory.
Yes, sir. It's mandatory.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Confidence. Okay, I will show you. So let's check without giving the number. I will show you. Yeah, I can't change the number, but I get that answer. If you you can say you are saying the column index number is very important. You must give the column index number. Are you saying? But I can't give the column index number here, but I get the right answer. So now you say, if you need to give the column index number is a mandatory. I'm asking a question to you.
No, sir. The number will automatically get changed in the formula. Like if we drag the column.
Yeah. Can you view this one? Let's. What is its number? You may view here. What is its number?
2.
Second.
Yes. What is its number?
2. Table array.
Yeah. What is its number? The number can't be changed.
Yes, sir.
But we get the right answer. So now you say in vlookup, it is a mandatory to give the column index number?
No.
No.
Tell me.
No, sir.
But yes, it's a mandatory. But why it gives the correct answer? Let's check. When I double click here, then you recognize. Yeah, what happened? What happened? What happened?
Table
happened?
array is changing, sir.
Yeah.
Because
So
table array.
let's check why it gives the correct answer. So when I double click here, what is the second column?
English.
That's why it gives the right answer. While I double click here, what is the second column
Hindi, sir.
from this one?
Hindi.
Yeah. Now, yeah, maths.
The table
Yeah, that's
is
why.
automatically shifting.
Yeah,
Table array is changing, sir.
nice. That's why it gives the right answer. But it is a wrong. You can't do like this. So that's why. But the column index number must be give.
Must be freezed.
So first of all, each and every time what happened, it will be shifted to right side. Yeah. So by
Yes, sir.
clicking here, what happened? The data source will be moved. The table array will be moved. It's a wrong. That's why we do one thing. You may make as a absolute reference. If you want to make as a absolute reference by pressing F4, this is one of the online bit. If you want to change from one reference to another reference, means there are 4 types of references are here: absolute reference, relative reference, column reference, row reference. By pressing F4, you may navigate from relative to absolute, absolute to column reference to row reference. Later classes, I give an example on references. At this situation, you do one thing. You must put the table array as a absolute reference by pressing
F4.
nice answer, F4. Let's check. Okay. Okay, we learned something important. Let's do to drag this one. Yeah. So I want to change the number here, 3, but still it can't be available. Why? I change the column number as a 3 and I make it as a standard, absolute, and also put as a third, but I can't get the answer. Why?
Lookup value is also
Nice
changing.
answer. Lookup value is shifted to right side, but it always indicates this number. It always indicates this number. That's why you do one thing. In this situation, you put a dollar sign only one in front of a column or row. Where we put the dollar sign in front of a row or in front of a column?
Columns.
Yes, nice answer. Whenever you drag like this, automatically what happened? The lookup value will be shifted to a right side. The column will be changed. The column will be changed. So the column can't be changed. So you must put a dollar in front of a column. Then this is a column reference. Okay. This is called as a column reference. Whenever you put a dollar in front of a column, then this type of reference is called the column reference. If you put a dollar in front of a row, then we may say as a row reference. Later classes we will discuss. At this situation, you put a dollar in front of a column. I hope you can understand. Now you may drag. So the lookup value can't be changed. The table array can't be changed. The lookup value can't change and table array not change. Now you do one thing. You here this is the correct, and you must put this one as a third, enter, and you must put this one as a third, fourth, like this, fifth, sixth, 7, like this. Okay, very good. We do this. So if you drag towards down, then you may give 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, any number of time, any number of time you may call the hall ticket number. The correct answer it will be displayed. The correct answer it will be displayed. So in VLOOKUP, you must concentrate, you must set the table array as the absolute reference. The first argument of column must be put as a dollar. You must put a dollar in front of a column. You must keep in mind. Okay. So this is the VLOOKUP. Let's check what drawback is here. I hope you can understand. Okay. So let's check what happened. If I place a new column between these one, what happened? When I place a new column in the data source table array, what happened? What happened here? The data. Yeah. But the 96 is the marks is given to the Hindi, not mass. So what happened? I hope you can understand. If you place a new column in the VLOOKUP, what happened? You may view here that a column makes as a 0. This is the drawback. In VLOOKUP, this is the drawback. Okay. So, okay, let's check how to solve this one. We will solve this one. Okay. So I hope you can understand how we use the VLOOKUP. In this table array, instead of this one, you may also use this like this. You may also apply like this. But the absolute reference must be give. Okay. In this way, you may give. In VLOOKUP, you must select like this, or you must select like this. If you select the data like this, you can't add new data. If you add the new data, but in VLOOKUP, it can't be recognized. If I add something here, Venu, and he get the marks like this, like this, like this. But whenever I enter the 6, so what happened? Not available. So the value can't be, it can't understand where that value. So instead of this one like this, instead of this like this, you do one thing, you must select like this. Okay, let's drag this one and change the numbers as a 3, as 4, as a 5, as a 6, as a 7, like this. Now you may drag downwards. What happened? So whatever it may be, if I add like the 77, Madhav, so he got the some values like equal to rand between is a function. Later I will explain 1, 100. Control enter. Yeah. Control C, Alt H, VV. Okay. If I entered here at any place at the starting also, you may give the 77. What happened? Automatically updated. So here is the technique. You must select the columns. Okay. If you select like this, only these boundaries, those changes will be happened. That only it will be considered. You may add some more data. The VLOOKUP can't be captured the new data. I hope you can understand. This is the VLOOKUP. Okay. So one VLOOKUP we learned, and one error, one drawback we learned. If you place any new column, it makes the disturb. The values makes the disturb. Okay. And one more problem is those the lookup value you are searching, the VLOOKUP can bring the data from left to right side fields only it can capture. Before of this lookup value, this one, those the records are placed at this location. The data cannot be read by the vlookup. This is the drawback. The drawback of the vlookup is those you are using the lookup value, it will be set in this location. The lookup value will be looks in this location, in this column. VLOOKUP can retrieve the data from left to right. So from onwards, these data can be retrieved. But if any fields are placed at here, the VLOOKUP can't be read of these data. This is the major drawback in VLOOKUP. I hope you can understand. Those are fields you are placed here. It can't be read by using VLOOKUP. Okay. So this is the another drawback. This is the another drawback. Okay. And this is not a case sensitive. Case sensitive. This is not a case sensitive. For example, I think you understand this one. Let's check another style. So I want to give the name here. Whenever I entered the Ramesh, what happened? I want to get his marks like this, equal to VLOOKUP. This one, sorry. I take another sheet, which makes it easy. Okay, I want to remove this, all these one. Okay. Okay, let's check. So I am giving here, whenever I give the name Ramesh, I want to set his like this, the data. So let's check equal to VLOOKUP. So this is the lookup value, comma. You must select from this one because the value which are using as a lookup, the value must be set the first column of the selection. The first column of the selection. You can't select from this one. So when you select like this, what happened? The name will be set at this column. Instead of this one, it will be set in this column. So it is not a correct. That's why I'm saying like this. So I want to set for this name in this location, comma. I want to get first.
వాష్రూమ్ లోని సోప్స్ తీసుకోపో ఆయన వాష్ చేయడానికి వస్తాం.
Second, and makes close and press enter. So what happened here? Why it gives the 38? Why it gives the 38? Anyone can tell that one? Why it gives the answer 38 instead of 51? It gives a 38. It means the value, this value, it will be written because I say whenever you forget the last argument, the VLOOKUP will be taken as a approximately match. Approximately match is a different concept. I will tell in the later classes. So when you forget the last argument, the VLOOKUP will be taken as the approximately match. And its nature is different. It can take a binary search mode. I will explain what is the binary search mode. So by comma, you must give the exact match and say close, and now you get the answer. So you can retrieve the data from left to right on this column. You can't retrieve this data. You never retrieve this data. This is the major drawback. You can't retrieve his hall ticket number. Only it can retrieve the data from left to right. Only this direction data only it will be retrieved. I hope you can understand. This is another drawback. Okay, it can set only left to right data only. right to left data, it can't be displayed, which means yet this direction data we can't bear. It can't retrieve by using vlookup. Column number means you can't count this one. Whenever you select this type of style in this way, then only you may take this one as a one arrow and this one as a second column. This is the first column index number. This is the second column index number. Not from this one, because we select from this one too. That's why this is the first column index number and this is the second column and this is the third column. So I hope you can understand. Okay. So this is the vlookup and major drawbacks I explained to you. Okay. And one more thing. And one more thing, if there is a two names are this similar, if two names are similar, but the first occurrence it will be take. The first occurrence. Here I give you two names, Ramesh, Ramesh, but it will take only the first occurrence of this one. Okay, it will be search. This technique is called linear search. There are two types of searching methods are here in Excel. One is the linear search, and the binary search. A linear search and binary search. Linear search means this record will be compared with this one, and this record will be compared this one, and next one this one, and next this one, and next this one, next this one. This type of searching is called the linear search. So those we give the exact match. We give the exact match. So it will be depends upon the linear search, which means those you assign the lookup value will be take and each and every record it compare. First it compare this one and it false, and the next record it will be compared, it makes false, and it will be take the next record, it will be compared like this. Each and every record it will be take and check. If there is any 10,000 records are there, so it can make searching is makes very horrible. So this is called record by record searching is called the linear search. And binary search is nothing but those the records are here. The midpoint will be taken, means here 7. The total length is 7. I will explain this one. The total length is 7 rows. The midpoint, what is the midpoint? Let's check. This one, this one, this one, this one. This is the midpoint. Okay. So that one is the midpoint. So those you want to search the value, I want to search 14. I want to search 14. Someone sending messages. What happened? Simanarayana is lefting because his network is not available. Okay, after completing of this session, I send to video to you. Okay, so what is the binary search? So I give the example. If I want to search 14 in this location, first it gives it take the midpoint. Total numbers are 7 by 2, 3.5, round figure 4. So it will be taken this one. So the value which you want to search 14. So this is the midpoint. If you may check 4 is greater than or 14, or 4 less than 14. Which one is the true? So this is the true, means The 14 is available in this location only. The 14 is available in this location only. Next, it will be take these midpoint. It means 6 it will be take. And again 6 less than 14 or 6 greater than 14. 14. So which means 14 is will display above the 6 or below the 6. So the 14 will be occurred after the 6. So the value will be checked here. The approximately match 77, it will be assigned. So this is the fast searching. Binary search is the fast. It can do, it makes the half of, and those the value you want to search, it is above or below, it will be checked. It is below, the remaining data it will be take, and it's take the midpoint, and also it will be checked, it comes above or below. If it comes as a below, and it can take a midpoint. In this way, the search makes fast. Binary search is a technique which search fast, but in the internal structure, binary search means the total data will be splitted. It can take the midpoint, but depending upon the midpoint, those the value you want to search, it will be compared. The value is occurred, comes above, so above part it will be take, and again it will be the take the midpoint, and again check that such value above or below. If it is a below, and take the below data and make the midpoint and take the midpoint. In this way it will be searched. This is called as a binary search, which is a fast searching. Those the last column we forget. If you forget this one, it will be taken as a binary search. I will show you in the value what is the approximately match. So let's check 14 I give you equal to vlookup. So this is the lookup value, and you must select this one. And if you want to get the second and close the fourth argument, I can't given. So what the name it given? What the name it given? Value, because it will be approximately it will be near this one. That's why it will be displayed. If I write like this, what happened? And also it will be displayed. If I write like this, 10, 20, 30, 40, sorry, 20, sorry, what happened? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay, let's check. If I give as a 45, 45. So what happened? What happened? What the name it given? Kiran. So the midpoint, first it take the midpoint, yes, 40. So the midpoint, if the value is above or below, it will be checked, and the nearest value which is occurred, it will be taken. So it's taken as a, if I given as a 49, still it contains the in the Kiran. If I give the 51, so it nearly reaches to Mamata. So this is the approximately match. Approximately match. So the value is not exact, value is not placed here. Some approximately will be checked and display this one. So that's why the last argument, if you make as a exact match, if I put here as a exact match, last argument as a false, what happened? Yes, exact match is not available here. That's why it gives a not available. If the last argument makes as a true, so means approximately match, it gives the Mamata, means 50 to 60 below, whatever it may be the value you've given, it will be take the Mamata. If I give as a 60, it will be displayed up to 69, it will be displayed 69.5, 69.9. What happened? Up to 69.9, it will be take the value. Whenever you given as a 70, then only it will be displayed. So approximately match. The value is not placed exactly in this location. Approximately some values are here. Then only you may use the last argument as a true, or you may ignore. If you ignore or make as a true, it means approximately match you are assigning. The last argument make as a false, especially you must define false, then only it will be treated as an exact match. I hope you can understand. There are two types of techniques, search techniques are here, linear search and binary search. So linear search means those I write like this, exact match. Those I said as a exact match. So the technique is applied the linear search, which means each and every value will be compared. Each and every value with compared. This type of technique is called the linear search. So otherwise the midpoint will be taken and above or below it will be searched. So this type of technique is called the binary search. Okay. So I hope you can understand. Later we will discuss about the binary search. So simply leave it. I want to give some little bit information about searching. So that's why. Next, okay. So this is the vlookup. Okay, there are two search methods. Okay. So I don't want to give the column numbers each and every time. I want to give a column number which makes horrible to me. That's why I want to give only one formula. I want to design only one formula. When I drag the formula, all the columns related data must be displayed. Before doing this one, first of all, there is a problem we are facing. What is that problem? Each and every time we must specify the column index number. Each and every time we must define column index number, which makes a horrible. So I will show you, I solve this one by using another function, match. It is also very important. Match. In this match, there is a one online bit ask. I will show you. Match. So I want to set this data, nothing but lookup value. I want to set this heading in this list, comma, exact match, exact match, exact, say enter. Why it display one means those you type the heading here, the heading is will be set in this location and that heading is placed at the first column. That's why it will be displayed. Okay. And I want to set what about this one? Next, check match. So I select this one and select all this row and say 0 and enter, which means this field is placed in this table heading in the second column. It returns the second column. So if I place only one formula, so only one formula, I want to drag this one. So each and every time what happened, it gives a 1. Each and every time it gives a 1 because the selection will be moved towards the right side. So you do one thing, you must select all these one by press absolute reference and say okay. Now you may drag this one. So 1, this heading it contains in this table in a first column. This is the second, this is the third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay. So it is the correct. And also one more thing, if I drag downwards. So why it can't be displayed? This heading must also display first. This heading also must be displayed second. This heading must be also displayed in third, but it can't be displayed. Why? So let's check what happened. What happened? The lookup value is this one. This is the actual lookup value. But what happened? Whenever you drag downwards, automatically the lookup reference will be moved towards downward. So this is not correct. I want to put a $. So where I put the $, what it changes the column or row. When I drag downwards, so it changes row or column.
rows.
Yes, nice. Row will be increased. So I don't want to drag downwards. So that's why I put dollar in front of that one. So it gives the correct answer. Okay, and downwards you drag. So each and every record, whatever it may be record, it is the first column, and this is the second column, third column. At any row location, always this is the second column, always this is the third column. Okay, so this is the logic you must keep in mind. You must define this is as the absolute reference. In match, the first argument you must put a dollar in front of your row. Here in match there are three arguments are here. The first argument is the lookup value, and second argument is the lookup array, and third argument is the match type, means exact or less or greater. Later we will discuss about that one. Okay, now I merge all these one. So this is the match. I take another example. So now I merge all these one. When I type 10, I think 10. So equal to vlookup. So I want to set this one comma. So you must select all these one like this comma. You must give the column index number 2 comma 0. So it will be displayed like this. In this one, you do one thing. You must put a dollar in front of column, and data set must be put in a dollar and set OK. Okay. So instead of 2, I do one thing here, match. There is no need to put double quotes. I mean equal to match. I want to set this heading. So in this list comma exact match bracket close. So in this match you must put a dollar in front of row, and this range must be put as a absolute reference and say enter. Now so only this is only one formula. Now you may drag like this, and also you may drag like this. Now you type something here like this. Automatically what happens? The related data, sorry, 10, 20, 10, like this. Any number of times you entered, the data will be displayed. So match function is there. And one more thing, there is one more advantage is whenever I insert a column, what happened? I insert a column here. What happened here? What happened? It can't be reflected. Say yes or no. So by using a match function in vlookup, the error which is raised in previous situation, when you insert a column, so it can't be affected in this one. Okay, and one more thing. So I change Hindi as a social, and the social change as a Hindi. What happened here? The social marks will be displayed here. The Hindi marks will be displayed here. And I don't want to give the name here. I want to give here as English, and yes name has been given here. What happened? So whenever you assign a match in this vlookup, you may insert a new column. There is no problem. Or if you change the heading, there is no problem it makes. I hope you can understand. Okay. I hope you can understand by using the match. So there is another online bit. They ask like, what are the functions of vlookup mimic? VLOOKUP mimic functions. VLOOKUP mimic function. Mimic means similar. This is the bit. The work which is done by the VLOOKUP, the same work will be do by selecting two functions. There are two functions are the same. They do the work like VLOOKUP. It's a very important. Mimic VLOOKUP. Mimic VLOOKUP is index and match. Index, comma, match. Match. These are the mimic functions of VLOOKUP. Those you are doing by using the VLOOKUP, the same working nature, the same work will be do by the two functions, index and match. So you must remember this one. VLOOKUP mimic functions are index and match. VLOOKUP mimic functions are index and match. I hope you can understand. In further classes, we will discuss about this index and match. Just now we learn about the match. Match means it will be set to the right word and gives the some number. So at the same level, we use like this. We include a match in VLOOKUP. Okay. So this is the online bit. We may also use index and match. We may also do the same work. There is another advantage is you may also set from right to left. In this direction also you may use, you may set, you may bring by using index and match. But while we use the VLOOKUP, we can't retrieve the data in these locations. Only we can retrieve the data from these locations only. By using index and match, you may retrieve the data from left to right or right to left. You retrieve the data. I hope you can understand. This is the VLOOKUP and match. This is the perfect lookup match. This is the perfect lookup match. Just for 1 minute, I will be come back. Okay, sorry. So we discussed about the VLOOKUP and match. Okay. So yeah. So you must do the practice on the VLOOKUP. There are some more functions, some more techniques are also will be held in VLOOKUP. And one more thing, if I can't give this one, how it will be look like this, not available. So the value is not here. That's why it makes an error. So in this situation, you do one thing. There is another function, if error. There is a function if error, and at the end you do one thing, a record not found. Yeah, user friendly message. If you want to give a user friendly message in VLOOKUP, so there is a function is you may place as a if error. So those the function you designed, you may kept like this in front of you may apply like this, equal to if error, and put a comma and place the message, those the record is not found like this, you may place here and say enter. So now you may drag like this, and now you may drag like this. Instead of n by a, what happened? It will be look like this. So in VLOOKUP, there is a function if error you may use. So when it works, if the VLOOKUP can't set the particular data, so then the message it will be displayed if error. So this is a simple a message if error. If the record is not found, if the value is not found, automatically this message it will be displayed. I hope you can understand. If error is, we may place here. Okay. So this is a vlookup. Okay. Okay. Next, in vlookup, we learn about the match. Okay. And next, check about the index equal to index. Let's drag this one. We will discuss about the index. What is the meaning of the index? Let's check. So equal to index. Let's check its arguments. Here there is another online bit will be occurred. They give 4 functions and say which function may use in different modes. So they give 4 functions like sum, product, today, like this, and index. They give 4 functions and ask which function may use multiple categories, multiple ways use, which function they ask. The right answer is the index. I will show you. Here, by pressing equal to index, we may use in this way and we may use also this way. Only one index we may use in twice, in 2 directions. In 2 different categories, we may use the index. All the functions can't be displayed like this. If you assign equal to today, what happened? It will be display only one category. Okay. Otherwise, equal to sum. What happened? It only if you use in one direction only. We may use in one direction only. Okay, but you take the index, it will be shows like this. It will be used as a 2 categories. In 2 methods we may use. There is a one bit it arises here. I hope you can understand. Okay, let's check about the index. What is the index? How it display? What it display like this? Index. So you must select the array, table array. The first argument is the array. The first argument is the array, comma. And the next one is the row number. I give something 3. And I want to give the column number as a 4. And what happened by giving like this, it rises a 83. How will I given like this? I make it as a copy and I paste this one. Yeah. So what is this is the range. Okay, it's okay. What about 3, 4, third row? 1, 2, 3, third row, and 4th column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th column. That's why we get this answer. This is the nature of the index. By specifying the array and row number and column number, when you define the column and row, the specified location, it will be reaches and the particular data it will be displayed. So if I want to get this 93, how we write like this? I want to get this number. So how we write like this? So if you select from this one, it will be 1. If you select from this one, it is the first row. So I select this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th row, first column, second column, third column. 5, 3. Let's check equal to index, table array, comma. So 5, 3, 93. Then I get this answer. So I hope you can understand how the index is work. So This is the answer. So I give one question for you, index. I give four. I close this one. What happened? What happened? I ignore the column. Whenever any argument must be placed within the square bracket, whenever any argument must be put in a square bracket, you may think you in some situation the argument must be ignored. Always, not always, in some situation.
Optional.
Yes, at this situation, I don't want to mention the column number. That's why, because I select only one column. If you select like this, then you must specify the column number. If you select only one, so then you may mention only row. There is no need to mention the column because automatically it will be understand it contains only one column. Okay, so I hope you can understand. So this is the index. Index is nothing but by giving the table array, column, row number, automatically the particular location data it will be displayed. I hope you can understand. This is the index. This is the index. I hope you can understand how it will be work. Okay, it is the index. Tomorrow onwards, we will discuss some more about index and match. Okay, and some more information about the vlookup. Okay, so I tell you some more on vlookup, which makes a confusion to you. That's why I stop the discussion about the vlookup. Tomorrow onwards, we will continue about vlookup, xlookup. Okay, so this is the index. Okay, I hope you can understand. Let's move towards another way. Let's check. Already I prepared something for you. Yes, so the vlookup, and here it is. Subtotal. Yes, very good, nice. Let's discuss about this one. Yeah. I later after completing of this class, those we make this one I send to through mail. Okay, to you. This file also I send later. This is a very important. We do different functions on this one, which makes it very comfortable to us. Okay, let's check about subtotal. Yeah. So let's check about this one. Here some methods are here, and opening WDV and addition, depreciation, and closing like this, and building unit 1, building unit 2, and then opening balances, and there's total and depreciation and its total, and closing WDV. So it is its total, and there is a furniture related data and its total, and this is the those you make as a total, it will be added. Okay, I hope you can understand. This is this total, and this is this total, and this is these totals. At the same I apply here. Okay, like this. Let's check. I select this one, moves towards the data at the last outline group. In outline group, there is a command which display a button group. Whenever I click here, auto outline, what happened? Automatically it will be take the group by depending upon the calculation. So whenever I click here, it will be condensed. Whenever I click here, it will be condensed. So only totals and grand total will be displayed. By clicking here, only grand total it will be displayed. Okay, so you may also click here one, it will be display only grand total, it will be display subtotal, it will be display with the full-fledged information, it will be display full-fledged details. This is called as a subtotal. Okay, and also it will be assigned like this. Okay, this is the subtotal. If you want to remove this one, you do clear outline, ungroup, group, ungroup. So at the same, so if you want to make this one as a group, you must select this one. So select this one and say group. Sorry, you must select this one. Yes, you must remove the total and say group. So automatically this make as a group, and you must select this all this one and say group. It must be taken as so, and all these one select this one and say group. So if I place this one, oh, sorry, if there is no grand total, that's why. If there is any grand total, what happened? Let's check. So if I select this one and this one and this one, yeah. Now I select all these ones and say group, yeah. So this is a I make as a condensed, and it make as a condensed. Only subtotals and grand total it will be displayed. When I click this one, only grand total it will be displayed. So if you click 3, it will be displayed with a detailed 2 subtotal, 1 grand total. So in this way, you may also make the group. Okay. So in this way, we make the group. So, and also we remove ungroup. It will be removed, ungroup. Okay, it comes in normal. I hope you can understand. Auto outline means automatically. You may also select here and say auto outline. Automatically it will be assigned by depending upon the calculation. Automatically it is assigned. This is the group and ungroup. Okay. So, and what about the subtotal? Let's check subtotal. Before applying the subtotal, you do one thing, on which basis you want to make the total. So I want to make the sales. I want to make this one sales as a sum, and country wise I want to make as a subtotal. I want to display like this: United States, how much I collect the amount from the United States. I want to sum the amount by depending upon the country. So you do one thing. If you want to changes in country, first you must click on that one and put this one as a ascending order. You must put this one as a ascending order. So now you must click on the subtotal. So at each changes in you must select the country. So on country, if you want to sum the amount, so that's why you select the amount and you want to make as a sum and say okay. Now we get the Australia total and Canada total and France total and Germany total. In this way, different countries and in that area, how much sales will be happen, it will be displayed. If you click on the 2, only grand totals, it will be displayed. If you click on 1, only grand total. If you click here, subtotals. If you click here, total detail, it will be displayed. In this way, you may use as a subtotal. Okay, if I want to categorize with the product, I want to categorize with the product wise sales, how much happened, I want to know. So you do one thing, you must remove this subtotal by clicking on this one, remove all. By clicking on this one, it will be removed, it comes in a normal. Now you must first, you must put the product in a ascending order. So I click here, all the data will become in ascending order, and click on subtotal. At each change in, so product, you must select the product, the amount you must be sum and say okay. What happened? Product wise, Apple, how much we collect by selling the apple, this much amount we collect, and by selling the banana, we must collect this one, and beans, by selling beans, we must collect this one. Like this, it will be displayed like this. So if you want to view by clicking the two grand total, I mean subtotals along with the grand total, it will be displayed. I want to only view to grand total. I want to view the grand total. If you click the one, you get the grand total, only grand total. Two, subtotal. Three, expanded the data. So if you want to remove this one, so simply say remove all. So here you may observe here, if you want to print this one, if you want to print this one by pressing Control F2, Control F2 means print preview, Control F2 means print preview. So all the data will be placed in one sheet. All the data will be placed in one sheet. So I don't want to look like this. I want to do one thing. Each and every page must print one product only. One product total will be placed one page only. Here you may view here apple details, it will be display, banana display, banana details, it will be display. No, I don't want to display like this. I want to display only one page. In one page, one product details I need to display. So that's in this situation, you do one thing by clicking the subtotal. Here you may click the page break between groups. Here is a second option, second checkbox, page break between groups. You must click here and say OK. Now you may view by pressing Control F2. So only in this page it contains apple total. Let's check about the next page. The banana, it will be displayed, but there is a lot of details are here. That's why we move towards the second page. So in second page, in between, it display the banana total. The remaining pages, it will be ignored, and the next beans total. So each and every product total will be placed in one page. So by placing like this, that's we say page break between groups. Okay. If you remove this one, all the details will be placed in one page. In one page, the different types of products and the total it will be displayed. I hope you can understand. So here you may observe here at the end, I will show you. At the end only the grand total displaying. At the data, first it display the data. After then only it will be display the total. The data it will be displayed. After displaying this data, then only the total will be displayed. I don't want to look like this, totally change in direction. So first I want to display the grand total. I want to get the subtotal. After then it display the content. So in this situation, you may do one thing. Just you remove this tick mark, summary below data. So you must remove this one and say OK. Automatically grand total will be displayed. After subtotal will be displayed. After displaying the subtotal, the detailed information it will be displayed. This is the detailed information. After that one, second product total it will be displayed. After then it gives the detailed information. So in this way subtotal, sorry. In this way subtotal, you if you remove this one, all the totals will be bring at first. After then it will be display the content. So summary below data means it comes normal. And one more thing, replace current subtotal. Whenever you put this tick mark, any number of time you may move towards the subtotal, but only one total it will be displayed. Only one total it will be displayed. If any number of time you click on that subtotal, but it will be displayed only one time. But if you remove this tick mark, what happened? Let's check. So again it will be displayed twice. It will be displayed again. I move towards the okay. Again it will be displayed. So I entered in subtotal in 2 times. That's why additionally it will be displayed like this. Any number of time you select on the subtotal, that much time it will be calculated. Okay. So instead of doing this one, simply you do one thing. Simply click on the replace current subtotal and say OK. So only one subtotal. If you entered any number of time in subtotal, but it will display only one subtotal, it will be display. I hope you can understand. So in this way, it will be displayed. So in subtotal, you can't use the sum. You may also use count, maximum value, minimum value, whatever it may be. You may use this one. You may also use max in amount, max using the amount. Say okay. So now you get this one. So let's check two. In Apple, there is a maximum sale value is 8,892. Banana 9,000. Like this, you may also use like this. How much high range sold that product, the value it will be displayed. Okay. In this way, we may also use the functions. You may also maximum. You may also use minimum. Whatever it may be, you may also use here. Okay. This is the subtotal. Okay, I hope you can understand. So let's check another example is a
Sir?
new. Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, you have said the page break, no, sir?
Yeah,
For repeating the heading, what we have to do, sir?
yeah. Let's check. Yeah. So here the total will be displayed like this, Apple Max or something. So if you place a page break between groups, what happened? So let's control F2. In first page, the titles will be displayed, the remaining details will be displayed. It's a total, whatever it may be, it's a maximum, minimum, or whatever it may be, count. But the data, along the data, it
Okay,
is
sir.
with the total along with the text. If you take the second sheet, if the data is so much of the data is here, it comes in second page, it will be displayed. Okay, here banana sold is so many times it will be repeated. So the data is not fitted into one page. That's why it will be split into second page. But the empty space, it can't be filled another product here.
No, sir. On the banana top, we are not getting the heading, no, sir.
Heading, yeah. Here you can't getting the heading. So you
Ah,
can think. So in this situation, you do one thing. You must select this one. You must select this one and 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. So in the page layout, in the page layout, you must print titles. You must click on this print title and say to rows to repeat at the top, and you may click here and select the row here and say okay. Now we may view control F2. So let's check the second page. Yeah.
okay. Okay, sir. I got it.
Yes. Okay. Nice answer. Nice question. Okay. So in this way, we get the headings in second page also. Okay. This is the subtotal. And one more very important and newly introduced in Office 365 is the data. This is the new one. This option is display only in 365 and only when you connect with the internet. In offline, it can't be displayed. In offline, it can't be displayed. Whenever you connect with the internet, then only you get this one. What about this one data type? Let's check. Oh, only two it will be displaying. So let's check what about I think one thing India, so China, Japan, so Fiji. Like this, I give this one. Okay, some countries also you may give the names. You must select all these one. You must select all these one and say geography. Whatever it may be, you may take geography. It's a totally new feature in Office 365. So here there is some option, it will be displayed. So by clicking here, you get some more options. If you want to view how much land, agriculture land using in these countries, simply press. Immediately it gives the answer. But keep in mind, there is a net is very important. You must connect the internet and so what about the birth rate? Birth rate, it will be displayed. And one more about capitals or there is yeah, you may also define the population. So automatically it will be displayed the population. Whatever it may be the data, you may also assign here national anthem. Whatever it may be, it gives a very cute information, very nice information, which is a nice uh, technology they use. In word, we say it has a artificial intelligence. So at the time, whatever it may be, you may do. If you apply the images also, it will be displayed. Okay, and also whatever it may be. So politicals also, I think national anthem, official name, you, population, whatever it may be, you may select here. Okay. So official language is also defined here. So official languages is Hindi, Indian, English, like this, like this, like this. You may also define here. So this is the data. Okay, geography. So by clicking here. So what about stock? Stock related also you may apply. Stock related details also you may assign. If you it is not correct, that's why it will be displayed like this. So you do one thing, you must remove all this one and say India, America. So I select this one and say and stock. So and Japan, whenever the data is not synced to that one, automatically it will be displayed. So it is not, it can't be understand. That's why then you must select here. It will be displayed the related automatically. It will be displayed. Now, if you remove all this one, these are all the old one. So you may select and click here. So currency, country, region, whatever it may be, it will be displayed. So what happened? I don't know. Country, region, currency. You must select all this one. Automatically, it will be displayed. Okay. Something it is related to stocks. That's why the related data it will be displayed. And somewhere also it will be displayed, but it can't be displayed here. You may also it displays some animals and chemical like this. It also display, but at this situation it can't be displayed. Some more data types are also available. Let's check. I want to take a new one. Move towards the data and click here. No, it will be display only this one. I want. Yeah. So I take an Excel. Yeah, you may be here. So if I given some chemical H2O, CO2, H2SO4, these are the chemical formulas. So I select this one and say chemistry. So related data, it will be displayed like this. If you click here, the chemical formation, it will be a 3D structure, it will be displayed. Busy means it will be searching. Busy means it will be searching, that's why. So and another names also, whatever it may be, you may uh, selecting, it will be displayed. If you select this one, so H2O is nothing but the water, CO2 means the carbon dioxide, and H2SO4 is nothing but the sulfuric acid. Like this, related, when you select this one, you can also define the melting point also, it will be displayed. Okay. So, and also, if any data is you place, but you don't know which category it will be occurred, then you may select the automatic. Automatic, when you select the automatic, those you type some text, but which category it comes, you don't know. At that situation, you may select automatic. Okay. And also, I type apple, kiwi, papaya, and grapes, like this. Some few fruits I entered, and select the food or fruits. So automatically it will be displayed like this. So you may click here, and if you want to how much fat or something, a daily value, it will be displayed, whatever it may be. Then you select this one, the related data, it will be displayed. And cholesterol, there is a 0 cholesterol in this one. So in this way, you it display the data. Iron, how much iron will be placed in these fruits, it will be displayed. You may view all these one and check. So how much daily usage you may also need given. So in this way, these are the different data types. This data type is available only in Office 365 subscription version only. Other versions, it can't be displayed. Okay. And also one more thing, if you there is a net connectivity is here, then only it will be applicable. Okay. Otherwise, it will be display only two data types, so stocks and geography only it will be displayed. The other these are not displayed. So I hope if you want to get some more information like this, whenever you type this and select the related data type, it will be displayed, and the different types of data types related information you may select. I hope you can understand. This is the new one in Office 365. Okay, in other version it can't be displayed. Okay, I hope you can understand. Okay. If you have any doubt.
Excuse me, sir. Can you please confirm whether my attendance is given, sir? I'm Gautami, sir.
Yeah, I take that attendance. I take that.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank
When
you, sir.
when you log in, I
Mm.
make as admin, admit, I make it as admit. At the same time, I take the attendance. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. If you have any doubt,
No, sir.
okay.